Alright, I've already basically gone through Worldbox at least once to sort of show off, this idea of, an Age of Allure Maj'Eyal. But I came back to it to actually, play around a little bit with the cultures and stuff like that, and, you know, just have a little more fun with it, basically. So, I basically remade the world. Well, I didn't really remake the world, it's replanted to, the civilians and stuff like that. And I did it a little bit differently this time because basically these guys right here, they've been living around for a while here, so you can see 0150. And if I basically go to the cultures and check them out here, you note that say the Nargles here, their culture is basically culture level 20, and they've quite a bit basically developed thus far. But if I basically look at say the Yeeks, they've got a culture level of 8, so they're not as well developed. If I look at say the Conclave, they're basically up there, but 18 versus 20, they're a little bit lower. You have other places the Allure, they're basically 16. There's the Eldoro Halflings, they're basically 12. Unloppo actually had an issue where the Eldorians basically got wiped out. There's actually a thing about ages in this game where currently basically in the Age of Hope, but I actually went to the Age of Despair and lots of random stuff started spawning all around. That was killing all my guys. And it basically killed off the entire Allure Halfling Kingdom, so they got reduced a little bit in their culture is all that, but whatever. We have the orcs here of 7 development. These orcs over here have 5. And another basic ideas are we're basically going to go here to put the diplomacy back on. We'll have kingdom expansion basically on. Turn off the 100 people here. And we're just going to let these guys just sort of duke it out. So, here we go. Now, and I'm basically going to essentially show you this entire thing basically in fast forward at 5 speed. There's gonna be breaks in it, but we'll basically just let these guys basically go for a little bit. We'll see them expand a little bit here. But they're gonna expand new villages and stuff like that, all over the place right now. I'll actually go to the tabs here. Here's the village layer, so Orcs basically made a thing up here. The Frontier made something up here. The Florence made a thing up here. The Cornax made a thing here. The Shore made one up here. Yeek Space are over here now. The Carcool basically expand down here. These guys expand over here. Now speaking of the ages, by the way, basically there's different ages in this game, and we were basically in Age of Hope the entire time last time. But I could have say Age of Sun, where it's intense heat. Age of Dark, where it's basically all darkness. Age of Tears, where it's endlessly raining. Age of Moon. Age of Chaos. Age of Wonders. Age of Ice. And of course there's also Age of Ash, where the world basically comes alive and tries to kill you, so to speak. But we'll keep on Age of Hope for now. Now I wonder if anyone else is gonna make a village. I expect the Nago Capital maybe to do something like that, or well, these guys already made villages down here, so yeah. Now to sort of show off some our power space I have access to, and there we go. They made their their village right there, the halflings. If I want to, I could sort of show off these guys declare war. So we could wish for Nago space to attack the peaceful orcs and wipe them out. So they basically started a war. They're just gonna try and wipe them out. Now, even with attack advantage, these guys are still gonna be pretty powerful, but whatever. Oh, look at that, just wipe them out anyways. The thing about the Nargles is that they're gonna have like a big tech advantage like everyone else. They start wiping out their homes and they're killing all their people. Killing the kids. There's an orc over here. That's not right there. So here is basically Urg Az. He's got like 47 kills apparently. Wow, what an orc is doing this much damage to him. Yes, orcs are strong. I gotta expect the Nargle Kingdom basically wiped the floor of the orcs here. And they sort of did. Whoop. And then they got conquered by these guys here. So the Nargles were taken over by who? So the Krogs basically came over and took over like the Nargles. There's a lot of stuff happening all at once. You got these guys basically over here, the floor basically over here. Showing got down here apparently. It's worth knowing that these boats can be used to transport people. There's a bunch of soldiers basically up here, I guess. Trying to figure out how to basically get the orcs, maybe. It's kind of interesting that the orcs basically have their starting position basically in these, like, sort of like caves, because it actually gives them a defensive bonus, I think. Because, it's hard for everyone to pay basic path to them. The dwarves want to attack someone, apparently. You know what, they're just trying to make peace. I currently have like the Clash of Kings here. Maybe these guys are trying to negotiate peace when they always have this symbol on them. So these guys basically end their war, so okay, that's what that symbol basically means. Apparently the dwarves are attacking the Allure over here. I guess like this war is still like deep enough that they can't just cross over. That's something to note about this game, by the way, is that like if you basically have like just any sort of like water basically protect your like kingdoms, you need boats basically to get across in order to like do stuff. They do have a port though, so they can get across if they need to, but whatever. Wow, the Eeks basically came up here apparently. I thought about making the Eeks basically the dwarves basically for us, but whatever. There's Drake's Kingdom down here, by the way, doing his thing. Apparently it's settled over here. And I guess the dwarves got over here and finally started attacking into Lauren. I think the dwarves are significantly more powerful than the Lauren, if I like recall. Let's just do a quick check here. So they're like 21 tech, and these guys are what? Oh, they're actually a little bit less. I wonder why the dwarves are beating up the elves so much. They actually destroyed the elves. So the elves got destroyed by the dwarves. Well, those ones did. Oh, they're over here. They're not entirely dead yet. I think the door's been dropped over here as well, so they're getting killed off. Alright, there we go. They destroyed an Allure, I think. Apparently someone's got, something over here. The dwarves. They took some, like, or they sell this element right there. Interesting. Still fighting the Korax. The Korax are basically still, fighting them. I guess, like, we don't have any like new kingdoms popping up because I actually gave like enough time that like that's not going to happen. Though we could see like villages pop up and stuff like that. Conclave should be strong, but at the same time they're like also very like war bound, so that like huge ships basically everywhere. Yep, the Allure aren't completely dead. But the Orcs always wanted to kill them off, so they'll be finished off soon enough. I'm actually really surprised that Florida is still alive because these guys actually don't have that much culture. Like their culture's like levels like 17 versus like well, we can't really look at the Noggles, but we can look at the Conclave. These guys have like a culture of like 22, so these guys are actually like I basically like made these guys basically long after like the other guys. I guess the Eldora was wiped out, and the Orcs are being wiped out finally. Nope, they stopped the war, but they got destroyed anyway. So there goes the Orcs. They didn't live this time around. The huge conquest has ended. Apparently the Chalorn are going after Florn up here. If I look at these guys' culture, note today because have like much higher culture than like these guys. So how culture basically works in this game is actually like indicates like what type of knowledge they basically have. So these guys here, like the Florn, they have access to like swords, they have access to hammers, weapon production, and they have like some basic stuff here to basically use, right? But if I look at say the Chalorn here, look at their culture, they have access to like silver, copper, bronze, axes, hammers, spears, swords. So they have a lot more basically like available to them. And they have army training as well. Basically, like, bigger culture base means you have like a bigger advantage, usually. Yorkshire had a big advantage because they're orcs, of course, and you're able to like, sort of like, survive these peaceful ones, but whatever. Wow, these guys are getting beaten up over here. I think that's basically the Chalorn army basically fighting these guys up here. They should be taking a land by the way, because like, they're both elves, but maybe someone else is basically fighting with them. Like these guys. They're getting beaten up quite badly, the Florn here. They're in two wars, one of the core territories and one of like, Chalorn. What happened there? So we got the Conclave going after human kingdoms over here. We actually see the Conclave do something this time around because they're like, able to use boats. They seem to drop their boats basically over here and they're like, that's as good to go, so to speak. Those got destroyed. Conquest of Fools ended, apparently. Because, you know, the Floor were basically wiped out. Sure, didn't really get much out of that, but, you know, whatever. Allure trying to get alliances summoned, apparently. How are alliances doing? So, we have two alliances. We have, like, the pact between the Conclave and the Dwarves. And we have the fire bond between the Mardrop people, the Shelter Lands, Drake's Kingdom, the Shalorn, and the Eek. So, oh, look at that. It's basically a huge alliance right here of these guys. And then, like, you know, these guys basically have a pact right there. So, here's the reason these guys are dominating, is because they have such a huge alliance. They're trying to get an alliance now with someone. Who are they going to ally with, if they can? So they basically joined Firebond, so now Firebond's even bigger. Oh, these guys are taking a beating over here now. I think these are the dwarves, basically, because, you know, they're beating up the houses. The dwarves are getting some action in, apparently. So, there goes those guys. Now, you know, the conflict can come over here and start making, like, their, you know, new villages and stuff. Oh, these guys apparently decided to go after them. So, it's Firebond versus our pact, I think. These guys are at war with the Conclave and the Dwarves, because, you know, they're part of the Alliance. Well, a lot of them are coming up here to wipe them out over here, these Dwarves. That's something to know about, because it's basically land, like, you know, basically to these guys, they can, like, get to them. You have to basically drop off, like, ships, basically, to, you know, attack the Dwarves over here. And the Conclave's being conquered over here, apparently. And, you know, they're fighting right here. I'm surprised nothing's happening over here. I find it Lorna basically survived, like, again. Although, by the way, even if you wipe out, like, a kingdom, if, like, they're, like, you know, civilians basically survive, they can, like, you know, form a new kingdom and, like, you know, just go from there. Oh, looks like the conflict is going to be taken out by the Shelter Lands. I kind of expected this to go a lot differently if some of these guys having, like, more technology, but, you know, I guess their technology wasn't that much bigger. Plus, you know, there's still, like, you know, the issue of, like, you know, boats and land for some of these guys. So the Conquest is on is, like, a little piece of land right there now. If you wanted to, you know, stop the war. Looks like, you know, this got conquered over here. Oh, there we go. Someone got over here to fight the dwarves. Oh, the conquest ended, so the dwarves still live, even though, like, you know, they had an army here to stop them. Is there any fights going on? So there's no wars right now. Now, I know probably they can break alliances too sometimes. These guys are, like, you know, finally breaking their alliance because, you know, they need to, like, break their alliance in order to, like, you know, attack, like, their allies. So now we have, like, you know, just these guys, the dwarves and the Conclave basically allied, and that's basically it. Because, you know, everyone else broke their alliances. Allure up here. The peaceful orcs are right there. Yes, the peaceful orcs survived long enough to actually, like, live a little longer. Rick's Kingdom is still here, doing its thing. I find it funny these guys like don't have any weapons because it's actually like mirroring like the actual like lore of the game where these guys are just pathetic. Oh, we got some alliances being formed all over the place. So the peaceful orcs declared war on Drake's Kingdom. And of course now they're not allied, so that's a thing. There's gonna be some alliances popping up again. So who's allied? We got the Conclave and Allure still. We got the Legion of Knights from the Shalorn, the Sholtra lands, and the Yeek. And then we got Cornac territories and Allure basically allied. Now I got a bunch of wars popping up again. So Doors go war on peaceful orcs. The Maj'Eyal people declare war on the Cornac territories. That's the big one right here. These guys like are pretty like similar in population. What are you doing? He's trying to declare independence, I think. So yeah, there's like a new kingdom. That's something that can happen by the way in this game. You can have like guys declare independence, and so these guys basically are no longer fighting because they just broke away. There's some damage going right here. So that's going to be taken by the Yeek. I have to wonder, like, how these guys can even do anything, because the Peaceful Orcs probably don't even have boats yet. Or, like, ability to build boats. And these guys down here, of course, like, are just small pathetic, so... Oh, there's lots of conquest going up here. People are fighting over here like crazy. So apparently this rebellion was destroyed because, they tried to rebel and, like, the Corn Space came out and smacked them. So they're trying to declare peace, probably these guys. The Peaceful Orcs in Drake's Kingdom, the Dwarves and the Peaceful Orcs. Dwarves might be able to hurt these guys if they actually get their boats going. If they have a dock, and they still have a dock. Apparently these guys are fighting. The Dwarves, the Conclave, and the Peaceful Orcs. Trying to get allied again. Alright, well. We got about 100 years, and, like, everything's rapidly changed. This guy's trying to declare independence, apparently. Let's just watch the independence basically happen first, and then we'll, like, do what's about to do. This guy's going to try to declare independence from his own kingdom. There's the Great Orca. They're going to try and fight these, like, guys right here and, rebel. They're basically like an insurgency to these guys right here, so... The Allure and the Cornac are basically trying to fight the Great Orca. Looks like they're going to take it right back. Yeah, reconquered. So Sholtra apparently declared war on the Cornacs. Took that right there. We have a new alliance apparently. So we have Dwarves, Conclave, and Peaceful Orcs in one alliance. That's interesting because they were basically at war with each other just a little bit ago. Kornak and Nolan are basically allied, and we have like Legion of Knights again. So we can conquer up here, right there. He's trying to declare independence. The best time to declare independence in this game is when like they're at war basically, right? So he might stand a chance of being like his own kingdom. Conqueror's going to try and declare war on someone. The Lorne has 7 people left apparently, so they've been wiped out. So there goes the Lorne. It looks like the Shoaltor lands basically like just taking care of like everyone here. So of course this game beaten up like crazy. You see like catch right there. Right there. Oh, they fought back right there. And there we go, taking those swaths of section right there. This completely beating up the Cornish right here. The village got destroyed apparently. So the Conclave has gone the war of these guys. Join the fun. I'm surprised these guys are winning because like they of course get like wiped out or driven off by the orcs over to like Maj'Eyal. March down to like their last territory over here. This is a fun game, Worldbox. It's basically sort of like this block is like stuff that basically harasses. This is of course wildly different than like the what obviously happens in like Maj'Eyal, whatever. So there goes the Cornic territories have been wiped out finally. So basically these guys declared their independence and got away with it. Now these guys are trying to break their alliance because why not? These guys are trying to rebel from them, but that's not going to work for them. So there's the realm of, that's a huge amount of territory. Yeah, they're going to take it back pretty quickly. They'll have their armies just move in here a little bit. Oh, but no one's trying to declare independence. That's just one last place right there. Now it's just back to this guy now. Interesting, the Shlorn are having a rebellion up here. Alright, so what I want to basically sort of show you guys, I got this right here for like 25 years in game, but you can actually change this to be like something else, so I'll show you off to spare. Basically in spare, like everything goes dark. And bad things are going to start happening. Oh no, the thoughts of existing in the box descend on the citizens that aren't thrown into madness. So these guys are like going mad apparently. And we'll see stuff possibly spawn at some point. That can go destroyed. Who's Bishop's son? Depending on someone declare like, independence up here. Oh, you can conquer pretty fast. That didn't last long. Another independence movement for this guy. I'm surprised that independence movements basically happen as much, but I guess it keeps the world going. Keeps like, one king from not getting too strong. Oh! The ground is shaking. We had an earthquake basically happen right here. So there's like an actual, event basically happening. An earthquake. And then we have like, something falling from the sky. Actually start following someone there. More wars happening. Wow, these guys really got weakened, the Shotro lands. They rebelled. Now, another big part of like rebellions, by the way, is that like, if you have multiple cultures basically happening, then like, that'll probably like, probably have like, more rebellions basically happen as a result. What happens to the Shalorn over here? They did have like something there, but I guess it's gone now. Something fell from the sky. By the way, there's like some ore being like, dropped because, meteorites drops ore. Oh no, these guys have like, had issues. Out of like all the existing like, kingdoms that basically were here, we have like, the Shelter Lands, we have the Peaceful Orcs, we have like, the Dwarves, the Yeek, the Nolorna Conclave, the Shalorn, Drace Kingdom. But quite a few like the factions got eliminated, like the Eldorians. The Nargos got eliminated by me more or less, but whatever. The Orcs that were here were eliminated, but these guys took their place. Now, as our age is going to go into, like, say, the Age of Chaos. Let's bring on Chaos then. Clouds turn red and, like, cross the land. It rains blood on the ground. Oh yeah, no, by the way, like, ice basically fell in the Age of Despair, so that's a thing. Oh, these guys got destroyed. So, Shosho took the lands back there. Wow, Shalorn never been wiped out. There goes the Shalorn. Conclave went have a Drace Kingdom, apparently. Oh, there they go. Destroyed. Warhammer Conclave actually sent a boat over here. They should have a dock. Technically, like, they could conquer it here as well, because right next to it. New Kingdom got founded up here. I was sort of expecting, like, at some point that, like, one of these, like, factions is overrun everyone else, but, it's not really happening, is it? Well, I want to do something a little bit different this time around, so... Let's see here. There's these structures you can basically place in the game, I just need to find them. Like the flame tower. So, One there, one there, one there. Maybe a couple here. One there. Basically, he spawns demons, these things, and he gets come around and start attacking people. Apparently, he's being attacked by arrows. I should ruin him a little bit. Get some evil mages out to play, so to speak. Start casting our fire everywhere. Note that these guys are aligned to each other, but you know, not to do like the you know the citizen of the world. There's some other stuff that can be spawned, like you know, cold ones. These guys like wiped out like you know the Dorians, but obviously like you know have a bunch of spawn in, so that should do some damage. There's something like this. This thing will basically like you know spawn stuff that like you know attacks stuff and grows and grows and grows. Still spawning stuff to attack. Basically, it's like you know it's spawning like you know drones and stuff to base attack with. Let's show off Grey Goo. Eats everything. Literally eats everything. Wow. Well, this is like a world ender. Quite literally. I guess I can't fight against the nanobots. More like, well, I guess they're like already gone, but you know. Let's walk over and get disintegrated. Let there be life. Place 10,000 critters. Who's gonna live? This guy or this guy? So, this guy's the ultimate winner. For about, you know, a few seconds. World population is still someone alive somewhere. So someone lived, by the way. There's a sheep. Where's the last survivor? It feels like everyone's dead, right? So... This is the guy who survived. He's on a shelter lands and he somehow survived. Lucky him. Alright, so you don't know this guy basically has the culture of, like, you know, the Teutoian? So this guy's actually a Nargle. And he somehow survived, like, this entire time. Well, good job for you. And there we go. Everyone is dead. Alright, well, hopefully, you know, I'll enjoy basically another, like, episode where you get to see, like, these guys sort of fight each other out. Not sure I'll do another one like this again, but, you know, it's fun to do, so, hooray. Take care, all.